Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome in Daniel Sports Highlights. Welcome in Cool Gamer 2 and whoever else is listening in. I mean, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a minute for people to come in. The headline is The Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, has passed away at the age of 76 years of age. He's been battling, obviously, with a severe illness, and obviously that ended up taking his life today, which I will say everyone's pretty sad here in the UK because the man comes from the UK. He came from nothing and he rose up to the top, you know. So it's pretty heartbreaking for all of us people here in the UK to hear that he has passed away. We want to send our condolences out to their families, and for anyone who was, you know, whoever, like, liked his music. And I wasn't a big fan myself, I have to put that out there, but I did like that songs Changes with his daughter. I did like that song. I thought Ozzy, you know, he came through a hell of a lot. He came from poverty, and made it big time, he really did. And we gotta celebrate that, in a weird way. It for all of us UK people, I mean, we're pretty disappointed, we're sad and whatnot, it is what it is. it is what it is. And I hope I spelled the damn name right. And if anyone says I haven't spelled the name right, please correct me on it. So, this is only gonna be an hour live. So you have me for an hour. Ozzy Osbourne was brought up in hey April, how are you doing, lovely? Um, Ozzy Osbourne was brought up in I do believe in the poor side of the UK, and he was in a band called Black Sabbath. Sabbath, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, please forgive me. Um, and the binder ended up cutting him because of his drink and his other problems he had at that time. But his wife, Sharon Osbourne, stood by him and made him to be a solo singer, and that's how we all know who Ozzy is today, more or less. Big time. I know they had their last farewell. I do believe it was done in the UK as well. Um, I do believe it was a young lad from Birmingham. Birmingham is a really small place here in the UK, not a rich area. Hey Tony, how you doing, lovely? It's not known to be a rich place, Birmingham at all. And someone to come out of all that and become what they came, I just, you know what, major salute. That's all I would say. You know what I mean? I wish I could do it. But life is life. Life is what it's going to be. Lord has a plan for every single one of us, and at the end of the day, today was Ozzy's, 76 years of age. I think that's a pretty good age. And I'm not saying, well, he should have, he had a lot of problems going on with him, neurologically, I would say, definitely. I read up on him quite a bit. The Osbournes were amazing. I mean, everyone knows the Osbournes. Come on now, right? But that's when they got big. That's when they got big. But you gotta understand, this was a poor man from the shithole part of the UK, and came out of it. He was in a band called Black Sabbath. They actually told Ozzy to leave because of his addiction to alcohol and other substance, and that his wife stood by him all the way through, got him sorted out, and he became massive. He literally did become massive. So what we're looking at now is another major super person. you know no matter what, how his body was doing when he was suffering his illnesses, his voice never gave in. And once again, I would say this: the voice never leaves until the very end. I've always said that. I believe that 110%. He always had that voice. When I came up on my thing that Ozzy was not with us anymore, I was like, oh my lord, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a live on that because he does come from the UK. He was born and raised in the UK, and I don't know, are they gonna bring him back to the UK? I don't know anything like that. I don't know what the funeral stuff will be. I would imagine they probably will bring him back to the UK. I'm thinking. I don't really think I'm wrong saying that, but it's a really sad situation where we as a world we lose an iconic voice such as Ozzy Osbourne. It's sad. It really is. I think if I make it to 76, I think I'll be doing a damn good job. You know, am I gonna make that length of time? God knows better than me. You know, that's the way I see things. That's the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I mean? He did have some form of dementia and Alzheimer's or something in the degree of that. What made him to not be able to start? And I know he did his last concert here in the UK, but they had to put him in a seat to do so. You know, I'm amazed that so many people don't want to hear about Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, he's the greatest thing alive. I mean, crazy, are you crazy? She ain't gonna hear this a second or third time because I'm gonna stay in for an hour and I'm gonna tell you about this man's childhood. But a lot of people just said, we don't listen to this. That is completely stupid for people who don't want to know it. I mean, I know he's not an American person. He never claimed to be one of them. Yes, he lived in America. Y'all know the Ozzy Osbourne TV sitcom they put out there. Yeah, you all know that very well because I know I watched that when I was coming up. You know, and to be quite honest, Ozzy was the funniest person there. He was literally the funniest person there. You know, it's so sad to see a beautiful person like him lose his life at I think 76 years of age. That's a really that's a really good number. I my God, if I got to that age, I would be, I'd be very blessed, you know. But who knows? Maybe I might outlive that number. I don't know. God knows better. Tony, do you want to come up? I got the news as I was talking to someone, and I was like, "Oh my God, Ozzy Osbourne has passed away." I need to at least come up for an hour and talk about that because let's be real, I'm a UK channel. I'm based in the UK, and this is a UK man. So yeah, I do have something lined up. I have Sky News lined up to show you a little bit of what they think. Let me see, can I do that right now? Because I need to share screen. Lord, let me see. Oh, the Sky News. Okay, share volume sound on. It brings me into, hold on. There you go. Right, we're gonna listen to this.
Do have some breaking news to bring you now because we have learned that Ozzy Osbourne, the heavy metal star known as the Prince of Darkness, really the godfather of heavy metal, Black Sabbath frontman, has died at the age of 76. This was, of course, just weeks after he reunited with his Black Sabbath bandmates and performed a huge farewell concert for fans at Villa Park, the homecoming for them, really, their home city. He, of course, had a successful career with Black Sabbath, a successful solo career, and, of course, the reality TV career that he had as well, along with his wife, Sharon Osbourne. We have got a statement through from his family as well. They have said, "It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time." That Osbourne family statement signed by Sharon, his wife, and then his children as well, Jack, Kelly, Amy, and Louis. So that news coming into us now, that the Black Sabbath frontman Ozzy Osbourne has died at the age of 76. He pioneered heavy metal really with Black Sabbath before going on to have that huge success in his own right. Some of his hits, Iron Man, Paranoid, War Pigs, Crazy Train, Changes, both with the band Black Sabbath, but also as a solo star as well. So someone who really kind of pioneered that heavy metal music, really seen as, I guess, one of the kind of founding fathers of it in so many ways, known as the Prince of Darkness as well. And then a new generation was introduced to Ozzy Osbourne too, a different kind of fame, thanks to that MTV reality show, The Osbournes, so famous in the noughties. And of course, it followed his, I think it's fair to say, somewhat chaotic life in Los Angeles, alongside his wife Sharon and two of their children, Kelly and Jack as well. He was known, of course, for his hell-raising during his rock star days, of course. A very, very charismatic frontman on the stage, but also, of course, for his musical gifts and talents as a frontman of Black Sabbath, and then also with his solo career. He was on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, as well as the one in Birmingham as well, his home city. He made that one-off surprise appearance on stage in Birmingham to close the Commonwealth Games in 2022. But just so recently, just early this month, that Villa Park gig where he performed on stage alongside others from Black Sabbath, a kind of farewell tour, if you like, really. His wife Sharon said at the time that he was determined to give his fans the perfect farewell. He was entered onto the UK Music Hall of Fame and also the US Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for both, of course, his performances with Black Sabbath, but also as a solo artist. And he has that coveted star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame as well. So many Grammy wins, so many nominations, Enemies Godlike Genius Award, Classic Rock's Living Legend Prize. Just some of the accolades that Ozzy Osbourne managed to be showered with over his long career at the forefront of the music industry, and really that pioneering sense that he had, defining heavy metal for so many people, the Prince of Darkness in Black Sabbath as well. I should say he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2019 as well. So he did have his own health issues that he had been battling with too. And as frontman of Black Sabbath, of course, he really defined, if you like, that kind of charisma, the being on the edge, I guess, the performance of heavy metal music that so many people try to emulate after him. Just want to read you again the family statement that we've had through. So this is from the family of Ozzy Osbourne. They've said in the statement, "It is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We asked everyone to respect our family privacy at this time." And then it's signed by Sharon, Jack, Kelly, Amy, and Louis. His wife Sharon, of course, who has forged that reality TV career with him as well, and of course was very involved, I should say too, with his music career as well, in her own right, is that kind of management side of things. And also his children, two of whom rose to fame in the noughties with that groundbreaking reality TV show, The Osbournes, as well. But for many people, it won't be for that he was necessarily remembered. It will be that theatrical stage presence. I mean, the one that I always remember is biting off the head of a bat on stage. I mean, that is something that you don't see every day, but I think it is that kind of going further than other people, doing more, taking more risks, being more, I guess, the embodiment of the heavy metal genre that he shaped in so many ways. He styled himself, of course, as the Prince of Darkness, and really grew into this persona as this kind of controversial but groundbreaking figure in the music scene. Just want to bring in Emma Birchley, if I may, at this point. Emma, this very sad news that Ozzy Osbourne has died at the age of 76. What do we know?
Well, there's been a statement from his family. As you read a short time ago, it is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time. And it's signed Sharon, Jack, Kelly, Amy, and Louis. You have to remember that it was only, in fact, 2.5 weeks ago that he appeared at Villa Park in a show, a vast show that was called Back to the Beginning, billed as the final bow. It had been organised by his wife, the idea of his wife, Sharon Osbourne, and it saw him appearing on stage, rising up from a black throne with bejeweled skulls. In tears, he told the crowd, "You've no idea how I feel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart." Because in 2023, because of his health, he had to cancel shows, which he was incredibly unhappy about doing. And so this concert just a couple of weeks ago, with stars from the world of hard rock who cited him as an enormous influence in their own career. There was the likes of Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Youngblood, and the concert also included tributes from other celebrity friends and fans, the likes of Billy Idol, Ricky Gervais, Dolly Parton and Sir Elton John. They were played on screen. But this is a man who admitted that for decades he was addicted to drink and drugs, and a man who'd had several years of health problems, and in recent years, Parkinson's disease. And actually the profits from that show were being shared between Cure Parkinson's, Birmingham Children's Hospital, and Acorns Children's Hospice. And he made his name, of course, back in 1968 with Black Sabbath, and went on to become one of the most successful bands, metal bands of all time. They sold more than 75 million albums worldwide over the years, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006. He eventually was sacked, but then came back as a solo artist. And he was awarded a Lifetime Ivor Novello Songwriting Award in 2015. This is a man who's had an enormous influence on so many people. And of course, even if you weren't into the music, you may well have known him because he and his family appeared in a reality show, which showed that real clash between the life in LA and that very British the very British family in some ways, and that had huge numbers of viewers and really made the whole family famous. His wife, of course, going on to be one of the judges on different music talent shows, and becoming as famous really herself in more recent years. But Ozzy Osbourne, at the age of 76, very sadly dying after being ill for a long time.
There you go, guys. That's as much as I can show you. That's coming from Sky News, obviously. Let me see, can I get that off the screen? Oh shit. Hold on. Scrub. Oh, there you go. There we go. Right, there we go. That was kind of a little summary of what Sky News was putting out here in the UK. We gotta celebrate this man because he was absolutely very flawed, lots of problems, but at the end of the day, he made it. You know what I mean? I mean, this is why people should never put people down, because a person can be flawed in 110%, but 110% different ways, but they may, you just never know. I don't know, I'm just reflecting on what that is, and yeah, wow. And of course,
My favorite song was
I wouldn't
Dreamer.
be a good UK channel if I did not bring that here to you guys tonight.
Personally, my favorite song was Dreamer.
Mine was Changes when Kelly was singing it and he was singing it. I mean, he
Mhm.
had to fault. I mean, he had the most amazing voice you can possibly hear. I mean, even when he was very ill, the voice never changes. I mean, that's a strange thing about a voice.
Mhm.
It doesn't really change. It may change a little bit, but you can almost overcome that and be get back where you are. Um, and of course, me being living here in the UK, knowing the history of this man coming from the most poorest part of Birmingham at the time, um, you
He
just
made
gotta
it big time.
you just gotta say, "Wow, he made it." You know what I mean? It's crazy.
He made it out of that town and made it big time. More than
Massively.
big time. I mean, he was a god to some people. So, like, a lot of people thought of him like a god. It's crazy.
I never seen him as a god, but I seen him as a person who made it out of a very poor situation and who came from a very poor background and bursted out onto the Hollywood, stuff. I mean, he
Yeah.
was,
Did you ever watch the show that he
yeah, I
had
did. I used to
on
watch it
TV?
religiously. Yeah, yeah.
I did too. That's when they really started just coming out with reality TV. They kind of set the
That's it.
stage
Yeah, that was kind of
for
like the
it.
start of it. Yeah, it was kind of almost, the start of it,
Yeah,
and
they set
before you
the
knew it, then
stage for it.
you had the Kardashians doing it, but the Kardashians took us a whole another level, obviously. Whereas the Osbournes, they kept it as real as they could keep it. It was
Yeah.
just amazing. I mean, you see Ozzy moping around the house and you know bitching about dog poo poo on the floor.
Yeah.
Go back and look at him. Tell me if I'm lying. Okay, I guarantee I'm not. It's just that I just felt that because I am located here in the UK, I just felt that that would be something I should kind of put out there because I am here in the UK. I do know where he came from. I do know all the ups and downs and all that kind of stuff before the Osbourne TV came along. You know,
There was a rumor going out there not too long ago in the last few weeks and month. And the rumor was said that he was going to go to another country where it was legal for you to, die on your own terms. And I don't know if that was ever true, but it was a rumor going around all over, which they went somewhere just recently. They went somewhere, I forget where it was. I don't know if it was Switzerland.
I've never heard about that, but I don't
But
think
it was
he.
a
I
rumor.
don't. I don't. I genuinely don't think that he would have done that way. And yes, Monica, you're right. It's so sad. A lot of musicians are passing away, and the best of
Hmm.
them too. The best of them too.
Yeah.
He was an icon. Let's be real of that. Like the British news said, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame and everything. So he did make a path. He made something from coming from nothing and making something. I can't imagine how that would even feel, to even feel that way. Coming from absolutely dirt poor nothing, and then coming and then making himself, the best he could be.
Now I wonder if he's going to be buried in the UK or if he's going to be buried in Hollywood.
I would think it would be UK. I would map my words in it. You know, I would probably map my words in it. It's gonna be UK. And that's no disrespect to any American people. It's just you gotta understand where the man came from. He came from the UK, and his family are buried, obviously, in the UK. So where they're gonna bury him? They're gonna bury him in the UK. You know, that's just the way it goes. I don't think I don't think I would want to be buried over here. No disrespect to this country, but I don't think I would want to be buried here myself because I know deep down I'm Irish. I mean, you want to go home, right? That at that point, if God
Now
forbid, right?
that song he sings, "Mama, I'm coming home." That's a good
Right.
song too.
Yeah. I think they're gonna bury him here in the UK, Tony. I think they will. I mean, they're not even talking about that right now, but I would think that they're gonna bring him back here.
Yeah, they probably won't discuss that right now. They'll probably discuss it later on,
No,
like
no,
about a week or so.
right. You know, you can't expect the family to say, okay, he's dead now. Oh, well, he kicked the bucket. Let's bring him into UK. It doesn't work like that. It takes time,
Yeah,
effort, it takes thinking, it takes a lot of stuff. It's. But I would put my money on it even that they're going to bring him back here,
I'd
and
say
it's
it's
not going
gonna
to be
be a
where I live,
private affair.
huh?
I think it's gonna be a private affair,
Yeah, definitely.
just
Yeah,
close friends and family.
right. And his immediate family here who's in the UK.
Yeah, it's a very sad day today.
Yeah.
When
I wasn't
Jackie got
gonna go
home,
live
Jackie
about
said,
it. I wasn't gonna do it, and I thought, well, I'm based in the UK. I run a UK kind of channel, although 99% of my friends they're all American, and that does not
I
matter to me
found
at
out
all.
sure from you though, because Jackie had got home and he's like, I've heard all day that Ozzy Osbourne died, and he was trying to look it up, and then you came live, and that's how I knew for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's like the time I did the Queen. I did the Queen as well.
Yeah,
Um, Not that you want to be doing it, but it is what it is, right? And I
yeah.
wouldn't say it's a whole lot of content. To me, it's kind of sad, really it is, because there's so many children left behind and grandkids and whatnot, and Sharon. I've always heard about Sharon. Sharon is most people people who came across Sharon here in the
Tough
UK.
woman, but she's a
They've
tough woman, but I just don't know how tough she's going to be without Ozzy. Their love
right,
story was something great.
right. Um, it's kind of sad. I mean, like I said, I'm only going to do an hour on this live because it's a really sad situation. It really is, and I really hate bringing this kind of news to people. Um, and when it came up on my computer, I was like, "What? He's gone?" You know. I didn't expect that at all. But anyway,
Yeah. I mean, I knew he was sick, but I didn't expect it either.
right. Well, there's 27 people listening to me right now. All we know is that he's not in pain anymore, and that's a good thing. That is a
Yeah,
good
that's
thing, you know. If you want to take all the negative stuff, look at the positive. He's not in any pain anymore right now. He's probably flying. God knows.
yeah, flying with the angels.
That's it. When the time comes, and I would say this, everybody, we're all guaranteed our own time. We definitely are.
So you need to hug your family and tell them you love them every day.
Sometimes it's a little bit hard to do, but yeah, you know,
And your
um,
friends too.
your friends, yeah, your loved ones, your friends. You don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said today, I always said this, Tony. Don't know if you remember me always saying this. You have today, but you're not promised tomorrow. I've
Yeah,
always said it. And there you
yeah.
go. There's a good example of that right there. I get everyone in the UK we're feeling pretty down because he was an absolutely brilliant singer. Absolutely. You can't beat his voice. His voice was amazing. You know, yeah.
My mind just keeps going back to the song "Mama, I'm Coming Home."
Mm,
Because if you could hear him sing that song, it was beautiful.
oh yeah, he
It,
did a lot of beautiful songs. And by the way, about the bat situation, let me get there with that one. When Ozzy was presented with the bat, he thought that was a gimmick. He did not know that it was a real bath, you know, and he bit into the head of that thing, but it was a real one. And trust me and believe me when I say this, he had a lot of rabies shots and a lot of this shots and that shots and God knows, that was not meant to be. You know what I mean? That was not meant to happen, but it did happen. It's out there. There's footage out there. It's out there. Tony, when you're up on you're doing your songs and someone passes you a bat, you think, oh well, that's like mock.
yeah,
Well, unfortunately, that one was not. So, but he got through it, which is kind of a funny
yeah.
thing. Yeah,
It made him more famous too.
yeah,
It
he
showed
did.
him more. It made him more famous, even more than was so than what he was.
Yeah, because he hit. I don't know anyone who was to bite into a bath. But anyway, because they carry so many dirty diseases and all the rest of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. But it's a very sad, sad day.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty sad day for the Osborne family. The people who followed him down through the years. The people, I mean, the man was talented. You cannot take away from the fact that he was actually talented. He really was. He really was a talented person. Did he have his demons? Yes, he did, like everyone else, I guess. But at the end of the day, he was a good dad. He was a good person. Huh. You know what,
Yeah,
Tony? How
he
came
was
to me was
excellent. Well,
I keep getting these like stupid things from TMZ, and it was like Ozzy Osbourne, and I was like, what? What? Ozzy Osbourne has passed away? No way. I was thinking, no way.
yeah. Well, like I said, Jackie was hearing about it all day, and then he was getting ready to look it up, and then you came live, and it confirmed it.
Yeah, it's true. I had a news channel there from the UK. On there, they confirmed everything. I think they're gonna bring him back here. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm not wrong. They're gonna put him in a place where um possibly where other family people are. I would think
They probably put him like in a mausoleum or something,
probably that. I
so that
mean,
his
who knows,
fans
right?
can go. A lot of times, stars do that so that their fans can go after
Yeah,
and pay their tribute to him.
yeah. I know, Monica. A lot of the best of musicians are passing away before our eyes, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? But it's happening. It's happening. What else can you do? I mean, he was a legend, to be quite honest. I mean, there's no one could
Yeah,
take away from what that man went through, you know? No way. Or his family.
and he'll always be a legend. He'll always be a legend.
So, Tony, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you doing today? What you get up to?
Um, I wasn't feeling too well today, so I slept most of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and then got up and was watching a little bit of YouTube. What's going on the YouTube streets, which is
Right.
crazy. And that's pretty much it. What have you been doing today?
Me, nothing, to be quite honest. Like I said, I mean, Ozzy Osbourne's thing was like almost, you could say, put my laps, you know? But I was like, I gotta do a live on that. Even if I only do it for an hour, I need to do a live on that.
Yeah.
Because I live in the UK, I've been here for X amount of years, and, I mean, he's a UK citizen, if you, well, you can call him dual nationality, I would say. American, British, whatever. You can say that. But I do believe he's gonna be brought here. I do.
And he did end up battling with alcohol, but he also got clean from alcohol.
Right. Yeah,
He
he was
got clean.
for a long time he was a major alcoholic, and he was actually a substance user as well. And he got away from all that. But you know,
And Sharon stuck by him for everything, through everything.
Mhm.
She stuck by him.
Oh yeah, Sharon is a strong lady. You
Hmm.
know, and her children and all the rest of the family too. I want to say
Yeah,
that now. They're all
my
strong
prayers
people.
go out to him. My prayers go out to him.
Oh, definitely. It's kind of like I feel like it's kind of like the last time I did the Queen one. When the Queen passed away. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm here doing Ozzy Osbourne. Like I said, I'm only going to stay on for an hour. Um, only because I haven't been sleeping well, and I'm probably overtired and stuff like that. But I will stay on here with all you guys. I definitely will. I wouldn't be a good UK channel if I didn't say anything about the Osbournes. Why say they're like only I don't know what 3 hours down, 3 hours drive away from where I'm living. So yeah, it's kind of like yep, yep, yep. You know what I mean?
3 hours away.
Yeah.
Where was it that he grew up?
He was born in Let me get this right because I don't want to put the wrong thing. Um, Birmingham.
Birmingham. I wonder if he grew. Did he grow up in Birmingham too, or did he
He
just
grew
was
up as a young lad in Birmingham. He had the band, and then the band went big, and after that, then he had his situation going on with him, and he married Sharon Osbourne, and Sharon took him to a different level. I would say,
yeah? She helped him with his music,
right, yeah,
with everything.
the image, the clothes, everything. She's a feisty, strong lady. I would say that.
Yeah, she is. She's had a show. Had her own show not too long ago. I forget what it was called, but it was like a talk show.
Mm-hmm.
But she had her own show there for a while.
Yeah,
I
didn't
can't
last long.
remember what it was called, but it was kind of like a talk show thing that she did. Well, it's a sad day for a lot of people. A lot of people around this country and around your country and
The
all
UK.
over the world, right? The whole world right now. I'd say there's a lot of sad people all over this world right now.
But I'm pretty sad. I can't believe he passed away. I mean, I'm shocked. You know,
Yeah,
it's not something you want to come on and say, "Oh, well, guess who passed away today?" That's not something you want to do at all.
yeah, no. I bet you're sad because it's like one of your own,
Why?
just like with the Queen. That's like one of your own.
I did the Queen too. Although,
Yeah,
anyways, I won't talk about that one. I did the Queen as well. Like I showed you right now, breaking news, Sky News. They're not lying. They're not going to tell a lie or anything like that. That's the news channel here known in the UK. If something's happening, they're probably gonna know about it. It's pretty sad, you know.
Ozzy Osbourne is dead at 76 years old.
But Tony, you don't think 76 is a good number? Or am I wrong saying that?
Yeah, that's a number up there, you know. If I lived to 76, I'd be happy. Because you think the life expectancy isn't very long anymore.
Right. That's what people saying now.
But at least he isn't in pain anymore. Hi, Heather.
No, no, Harry, you're right. Yeah, he has been quite sick for a while. He has been quite sick for a while. We're not saying that at all.
Like when he did the show on MTV, he walked around with a cane.
Mm-hmm. No, he has been quite sick for a while. But it doesn't excuse the fact that the man was like almost a genius. Oh, Heather, you're welcome. I only came live because of this breaking news. Believe me. Um, because I'm gonna be going to more of like cooking lives kind of thing. You know, I have a lot of stuff ordered, waiting for that stuff to come in. Um, so you're gonna see me doing a lot of cooking.
Susan's gonna do a lot of cooking and burning the food, and we get to watch.
Oh God, don't have me burning it. I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna burn it. But when they had Ozzy farewell concert a couple of weeks ago, yeah, they had to have him sit down. That's correct. Yeah, I do believe that happened in the UK. He couldn't stand because he had Parkinson's, didn't it? Yeah, but the voice didn't fail him. I mean, my horrible cough. But anyway, look, I just wanted to come on and say I recognize it. I see it. I see what's going on. You know, it's one of the Osbournes, obviously. You know what I mean? Um, well, I speak so couldn't understand a word he spoke unless he was singing. Oh wow! So you were saying you couldn't understand the word he was saying, but you could understand every word he was singing. Isn't that amazing? You know, that's telling me that the voice does not
You're
leave.
right, Heather.
The singing voice does not go. Yeah,
Yeah, I couldn't understand sometimes what he was saying, but I can understand his music.
yeah. I would actually agree with that. But anyway, it is what it is. There's breaking news, guys. Please hit thumbs up on the channel. Not that many are here, anyways. Funny enough, because I'm not having beef with anyone. Because I don't want to have beef with anyone. The only beef I'll be showing is beef when I'm cooking. But right. Let's see how many thumbs up we get for that. Tony, I've ordered in so much stuff.
You what?
I've ordered in so much stuff. I've ordered new plates, new cutlery. I've ordered new quite a lot of stuff.
To do your cooking?
Yes, because I want everything to look beautiful.
What's your first dish gonna be?
I was thinking to do bacon and cabbage, um, Irish style. Now, I don't want to come on here and say there's no right or wrong way to cook bacon and cabbage. You can cook it out whatever way you want. But I'm going to teach you how I know. But then I had another, I want to do, I want to do another meal. And it's going to be, fucking, I was thinking my, fit my eyelid. I want to do lamb in there, and I want to do a
Lamb
lamb.
chops.
Not lamb chops. I'm going to do lamb in there. And I'm going to do a lamb. Uh. Fucking hell, what's the word for it? I'm going to do lamb, potatoes, lots of other stuff, and I'm going to show you everything.
There's this dish that, well, it's not a dish. You take aluminum foil and you can use any kind of meat that you want. And you put the meat down on top of, you could put carrots in there, cabbage, onions, potatoes, sliced potatoes. And you can put other things in there too, like peppers if you want, or different things. And you throw it all together and you put it on the grill, and it's called hobos. And you can do it in the kitchen too and put it in your oven. And they're called
Mhm.
hobos, and they're really good.
What I'm going to ask a lot of people to do, I'm into the iced tea. I buy a lot of iced tea over here in the UK. It's not the iced tea you get in America. It's called Lipton iced tea. I buy bottles of that stuff. I want people to write when I put it up, my community tab, how to make American iced tea. I want to know how to do that. And it's gonna be
Yeah,
lamb. It's gonna be lamb stew. That's what I'm gonna be doing next.
lamb stew.
You can have minced beef stew. You can have lamb stew. You can have chicken casserole. Just so many
That
things.
sounds good.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
I wish I could still cook like I used to. Unfortunately, I can't with the arthritis in my hands. With my health problems, it makes it hard to cook.
Well,
Plus, it's
Tony,
just
when you're
being
watching me doing the
jagged.
cooking, you're gonna notice that I'm on a special chair, and that chair is measured to my countertops, and I'm gonna do it anyways. So and what I'm gonna do when it goes cold, and I'm gonna make spaghetti. I'm not gonna no fuck why spaghetti bolognese. Leave that out of my mind. I'm going to make when I get a proper tray for it, I'm going to make a beautiful um lasagna.
Oh, I want the lasagna. You can mail me some lasagna over here.
Girl, by the
I
time
don't
you get
know
that, it'll
how to
probably
make
Greenwood.
lasagna. I don't know how to make homemade lasagna.
I do.
My sister does, and boy, it's good.
Mm,
Jackie was gonna try it because he loves to cook.
yeah. Now I know how to make lasagna. No problem.
Well, I'm envious of that. I'm jealous.
So I, I've,
You
I've ordered a
bitch.
lot of stuff.
Hey, strawberry shortcake.
Susan sounds cooks right now. Strawberry, what do you mean by that? I have an ear infection. I said I would only stay on it for an hour because I know I'm not well. Um, so what's your problem?
Just probably starting shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about food and talked about a man dying and
Yeah, we're
someone
talking.
was
Yes, exactly. We're
and
not talking
say
about
something like that.
when she comes in and writes
Shame
that
on
comment.
you.
I mean,
Shame
seriously.
on you, strawberry shortcake.
I mean, you can do whatever you want to do on purpose, but don't come over here and do it here. We talked about Ozzy Osbourne uh, dying today, and then we switched it up to food. So, what's your fucking MO? I mean,
It's your
consider I'm
angle.
not feeling very goddamn well myself, but no, forget that one, right?
Well, if we could hear what you sounded like, it'd probably sound like you were cooked or baked.
I guess that I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes. Because I really shouldn't even be live in the first place because I know I'm not well and I'm dealing with a few health problems at the moment, and I don't need you, strawberry cupcake, coming in here trying to antagonize me because you know what? It's not gonna work. I'm sorry, honey, but try another channel. Oh, for
Did your
fuck's
ear infection clear up?
no,
No.
there's corn dogs up here now. Oh my God, what do you want, corn dogs?
I have breaking news.
What?
Did you know Ozzy Osbourne died?
Oh, did you not read my title?
What? I
Did
don't
you
read.
not read my title?
I don't read so good. I don't know how to read so good. Ozzy Osbourne's dead, Susan. I'm the first to tell you.
No, you're not.
What?
I
Tony,
play
did you
Sky
know?
News and everything on here.
Okay, well, I'm Corn Dog with the breaking news, and I'm here to tell you to be the first one to let you know that Ozzy Osbourne is dead, everybody. The Prince
We
of
know.
Darkness himself.
We know.
Did you know that, Tony?
Yeah, I knew that. When I seen Susan, I knew for sure. I heard rumors today that he was dead, but I didn't know for sure. And then I seen her come live, and then I found out for sure. Sad day for a lot of people around the world.
We got now, look. Fucking fool. It's in the title, you dumb shit. Of
He knows how to read.
course he does.
Corn dog, come on, you know how to read. Isn't he like a lawyer or something?
No. He just looks after graveyards.
I thought someone said he was a lawyer. Damn, I was giving him credit where credit wasn't due.
It's like written in the title, and as I mentioned, we showed Sky News, corn dogs. My lord.
It sounded as if he was making it a joke.
No, he's just trying to annoy us.
See, that's why people don't like you.
Ozzy Osbourne is dead. It was like he was excited about it. I
I
mean,
know, that's how I felt.
he's not going to be buried in America anyways. Guarantee you that. Even though he resided over there. It's like me residing in this country.
Oh, I'm sure they had a couple houses there. I'm sure they had a couple houses over there.
They have houses in UK. They have property in UK and all that. Sorry about my horrible chest infection. Excuse me.
Well, there's 26 people in here. Hit the like button.
Tony, they won't hit it because we're asking them to do it.
I know. Even if you don't like Susan, hit the like button anyways. If you dislike her, hit the like button.
Don't like it for me. I mean, I'm doing a live on the fact that Ozzy Osbourne has died. I mean, come on. It's not about me. At the end of the day, is it?
No. It just shows how we were talking about something funny and about something good. We were talking about cooking.
Right.
Which was interesting. And it excited you. And then you get strawberry shortcake, in there saying Susan sounds cooked right now. And then you get corn dogs. Oh, my sunburn's better, Heather. I'm still peeling from it.
Are you peeling?
Well, I usually get dark. I don't ever get sunburnt, and I stayed out from like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with the grandkids one day, and I got burnt. But I'm not supposed to be outside with my medications either. And I didn't know that until my doctor told me.
All right.
I don't always read the side of the bottles.
I know if it's really fucking do, to be honest.
It's too little to read.
But anyway, getting back to the situation and we are going to do a live and we're going to be doing cooking.
And Susan's going to try not to burn it.
I don't think I'll burn it, to be quite honest. And when I get the tray I've ordered, I'll do a lasagna on that one. I will show you. And I'll put it back in the oven when the tin foil is taken off. And I'm going to show you again.
That sucks, Heather.
So I remember when I was talking. Yeah.
Should Good. I remember when I was taking prenatal vitamins and I sat with my legs floating in the lake for hours. I was so burnt I was freezing towels and laying them on my legs. She could barely
Uh,
walk for days.
kind of fucked it. The messed up thing about sunburn, to be honest. To be honest.
Yeah, my face isn't peeling, but my arm's still peeling. One of my arms.
But then, Tony, I'm gonna get off. I've been on long enough. My story today was to talk about Ozzy Osbourne, and that's what we did. And I showed the video of Sky News and all that stuff. I'm tired, and you know, time to get off. I time to get off YouTube, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll let you down so you can get
Right.
off here. You have a great day.
When I go live again, I'm gonna be doing some
Mhm.
cooking, some proper cooking. So you're more than welcome to come up and panel with me.
I will. I'll come up on panel with you while you cook.
All right, sweetheart.
All right. I'll see you later, Susan. Bye.
Yeah. Love you, honey. Love you.
Love you too, babe.
You take care. Right, we're gonna say good night tonight. Like I said, I wasn't gonna sound that long. I'm gonna get off. Tired as hell. Said that Ozzy Osbourne fought his battle, and it is what it is, guys. It's kind of sad. Oh look, hold on. We got corn dogs back up here again. What corn dogs?
I just want to say thank you for this tribute to the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. This was a beautiful stream, and we're having a couple drinks in honor of Ozzy. So cheers to you, Susan. I'm drinking, you're drinking, we're drinking, baby, because Ozzy drank, and that's what we do. But I just want to say I support your cooking streams, and the thing is, you need to teach your viewers how to cook healthy, because a lot of your viewers are unhealthy, like Little Devil, who's a huge fat unhealthy person.
Well,
So
that's not true.
I just want to support you, and I support your streams. Bye, Susan. Ozzy Osbourne forever.
Little Devil is not overweight or anything like that, so stop your bullshit. I'm getting off here, guys. Honestly, like I said I'm gonna see him for an hour. Don't worry about him. Talks rubbish all the time. All right, we're gonna get off. Yeah, I have to look at back stream. Look at the Hmm. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, going out intro. All right. Good night. God bless and take care, everybody. If I could press.